Hello and welcome everybody, my name is Comley-White and you're with me at Rocking at the Movies, and today we've got another exciting show on the series of Highlander. Let's get to
I
it.
am Duncan MacLeod, born 400 years ago in the Highlands of Scotland. I am immortal, and I am not alone. For centuries we have waited for the time of the gathering. The stroke of a sword and the fall of a head will release the power of the quickening. In the end, there can be only one.
I'm Duncan MacLeod of the Clan MacLeod, born 400 years ago in the... Well, no, not really. That was a TV show called Highlander. So, just listen to Rocking at the Movies with me, Adrian, Paul, and Comley-White, and you'll learn some interesting facts.
Oh man, I love that intro. It was such a fantastic thing to be able to have Duncan MacLeod or Adrian Paul be able to do that intro for me. It was an unbelievable one. And if you want to watch the actual interview that I had with Adrian, please don't forget to go down, like and subscribe, because you'll enjoy it as much as I did. And you can see exactly what he had to say about his role and his time as Duncan MacLeod in the Highlander. All right, let's move straight on to the next one. The next episode is episode 2. And from season 1, and it is called Family Tree. Now, the whole concept of this was based around Richie most of the time. Now, Richie was kind of adopted by Adrian and Tess purely because they felt sorry for him, and there's a little bit of another reason which you'll find out many episodes down the line, actually very soon, actually. So we'll be getting to that as soon as that happens. And they took him under the wing, or under their wing, and tried to give him the best upbringing that they could. They just felt it was the right thing to do. So Richie always wanted to find out who his parents were, where he comes from, what he's about, and a little bit of his lineage and his history. So what he does is he tries to find out through the adoption agencies, and then he gets some names and gets some contacts and ideas of what or who he is from, or where he's from. So the whole episode is based on Richie finding his roots. Now, obviously, there's a little bit of a flashback into Duncan's days when he became an immortal and how he was also very confused. So it ties the two of them together, Richie and Duncan, to try see the similarities between the two. And it is a bit of a giveaway down the line. Like I said, I'm not going to blow it for you right now or ruin that for you right now, but please go and watch it and then you'll eventually see. And if you understand the lore of the Immortals or Highlander, you might be able to understand this a little bit quicker than I did. It took me a few times. So Duncan helps Richie find his dad or his mom. They find out that the mom is dead, and they go on this hunt to actually figure out who the dad is and was, and they come across a guy named Joe. It turns out that Joe was actually his adopted dad or foster dad, but this guy's a bit of a scam artist. He's hungry for money because he's in massive trouble, and he is being hunted by a guy named Clinch. Okay, now Clinch is, if you want to call him, he's like the thug or the bodyguard or the hitman or the muscle of his boss who used to run the casino. So he is tasked to get however many thousands of dollars, I think it was about $50,000 from Joe, because he was running the table and he does it, and the casino doesn't like it when people win and kind of blames the people who are in charge of the table and the cards and everything else like that and try to get their money back from them. But it's quite interesting because there's no immortal in this one other than Duncan MacLeod, and the whole concept is a little bit of the father vibe and the protective nature of Duncan, and it shows you what kind of person Duncan is because of his history, because he was outcast and because he was left alone and had to fend for himself for many hundreds of years. It's almost like he finds that it's his duty or his responsibility to look after Richie. And the way that it just works is fantastic. So we're going to be dealing with this guy Clinch in the next video, so you don't want to miss out on that one. It's quite interesting because the way that Duncan literally wipes the floor with him is so much fun. So we're not going to go more into that. But for now, I just want to say, if you have not yet watched any of these episodes, please do so. And don't forget, drop me a comment below and see what you think. I'm bringing you these videos out of my personal passion, and I hope that you're going to enjoy them as much as I do, because I love the whole Highlander vibe, the whole Highlander concept, and I think it is one of the most interesting worlds, fantasy worlds, or how can I say, lore that you can get into of how the immortal world kind of revolves around it. And if you want to know more about this, please don't forget, subscribe to my channel, hit the notification button, because then you'll know exactly when more and more videos are going to be coming up. And there's going to be exciting things, like I'm going to be interviewing the actors and actresses, hopefully throughout this entire series, so we can actually speak to all the individuals who are part of making Highlander. Maybe I'll even get a chance to speak to the directors. And I've got an idea for the directors, which I'd love to run by them. So if they are listening to this and watching this, please hit me up and let's see if we can chat and see. All right, everybody, don't forget, like and subscribe. Keep a lookout for the next video and stay tuned for many, many, many more Highlander episodes. Cheers, bye.